Hello students, hope you all are fine. I am Shilpa Bafna. I have taken initiative of spreading knowledge in programming. You will find many videos in my channel and hope you will like it. So now without wasting time, let's begin with. Today in this video, we are going to learn MySQL functions. There are some many predefined functions available in MySQL that we can make use of. And the first category in this is numeric functions. There are four categories in MySQL functions. The first one is numeric, then string functions, date and time functions, and aggregate functions. In this video, we will deal only with the numeric functions. Now you can see all the four categories here. Basically, the function is used to perform some operations on table and it returns a single value as a result. So without wasting time, let's begin with the first function is mod function. The full form of mod function is modulus. When we are dividing one number by the second number, then the answer we are getting, that is the quotient. But if we are not dividing further with the help of fraction, then we are getting remainder also. So mod function is used to find out the remainder value. In this example, you can see that if I am dividing 17 by 5, 5 threes are 50, 15, so remainder will be 2. This is the mod function that I can show you practically. Now in MySQL, I've written here select mod, and here I've given the example of 16 divided by 3. If I am dividing 16 by 3, then 3 fives are 15, remainder will be 1. Likewise, if I am dividing 16 with 4, remainder will be 0. That means mod function is used to find out the remainder of a given value. This mod function can be applied on any table. For that, I am using my database school, where I am having one table named EMPL that I am making use of. Select star from EMPL, and in this table there is department number field. I can apply mod function on that. For that, my query will be select mod. In the bracket, I will write the name of field on which I want to apply department number, comma. Then I have written here 2. That means each and every department number will be divided by 2 and I will get the remainder value. If I am taking first three value, that is 20, 30 and 30, all will be divisible by 2, so the answer will be 0. So in place of 2, I am taking here 3, so we will get different values. If I am dividing 20 by 3, my remainder will be 2. 30 by 3, remainder will be 0, and again 30 by 3, remainder will be 0. We can see there is a mistake that we haven't written the name of table. For that, so always when you are using mod function, don't forget to give table. Now the name of table is EMPL. So now I have written here from EMPL because MySQL was searching where is department number. It is available in EMPL, so I have written table name, and this way I have got the output. Now the next function is power function that we are going to discuss. Now the next function is power function. In power function, there are two values. One is a base value and one is a power value. In the example, you can see base value is 3 and power value is 2. That means if we are multiplying 3 into 3, 2 times if we are multiplying 3, my answer will be 9. This way we can make use of power function. Now if we'll see in MySQL, for that I have to write select power, and here I will write any number. Suppose I have taken 2 here and here 5. That means I am going to multiply 2 5 times. The second parameter is number of times we are going to multiply a particular value. That means 2 raised to 5. So the answer will be 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 16 and 16 into 2 32. So the answer we are getting, that is the 32. This way power function works. And now if I want to use this power function in a table, again I'm checking my table and table is here and I want to apply this power function on department number field. How I will write that? For that, again in place same example I am making use of, and here in place of mod I am writing power department number and then the second value which I want to use as a power. Now all the values of department number will be squared because I have taken 2 here as a second number. Now see the result, and to see appropriate or we can say clear result, I am mentioning here department number field also. So it will be very much clear to you how it works. Department number is 20 and here we have given power 2. So 20 power 2 if we are taking here, answer will be 400. Likewise 30, 900, for 10 it is 100. This way power function works on a table. With the conditions also we can make use of. Suppose here I have written from EMPL and condition is that salary should be less than 1000. Now only those records will be displayed whose salary is less than 1000, and here I am removing this department number field so that we can view it. Is one mistake. Are you able to find out the mistake? Guess it. See, we are applying conditions, so don't forget to give condition part with the help of where clause. With the help of where clause, we can give the condition that you must have learned in my another video. Now this way you will find only the values of the salary which are less than 1000. Now this was the use of power function. Now students, you have to be very alert by watching this video because I am going to make this type of errors and you have to guess it. Now the next part that we are going to discuss, that is the round function. Basically what is a round function? Here we are using here we are rounding up our numeric values. See, it is given here 4.43, and if we wants to round up this value, it will give us 4. Why? Because after point we are having 4. If it has a 5, then it will be the next value. Let me show you practically, then it will be much clear. Here I have written select round because this is the name of function, and then I've written 1.7 and then bracket close semicolon. Obviously it will give you 2, but if I'm taking here in place of 7 I'm writing here 3, it will give you 1. Why? Because after point you are having a value which is less than 5, and here you are having a value which is more than 5. So this is the difference. Now one more example with this number. Here I have taken 145.33 and 6. Now I have written 145.336. Again, what will be my answer? My answer will be 145. Why? Because after point, I am going to check only one value and which is less than 5. So my answer is 145. In place of 336, if it is 536, what will happen? For that, I have to remove this 3, and in place of 3, I have written here 5. Now my answer will be yes. Keep guessing, it is now 146. Why? Because after point, this is 5. Same is the case if I am taking any value which is more than 5. Suppose 8. Again, I am going to get the same answer. This is a basic round-off function without any parameter. Now, I am giving here parameter, that means after comma 1. What it means? It means I want to keep only one value after decimal. That means only one digit is allowed after decimal. So what I am going to do? I am going to check the second digit. To keep one, I have to check the second one. If it is less than 5, if it is less than 5, there will be no change in the previous value. It means the answer will be 145.8. But If in place of 3 I am writing here 5. Now again the parameter is 1, that means after decimal I want to keep only one value. Then in the second value it is given 5, and if it is 5 or above value, this previous digit, that is 8, will be replaced by 9. This way. I think this concept is clear. I can check with the help of this too. Here I have written to 145.856. That means after decimal 2 digits are allowed. For 2 digits, again what I am going to do? Yes, I am going to check the third digit, which is more than 5. That means my answer will be 145.86. Now I think it is clear. So let's deal with negative numbers. In place of 2, I have written here -1. Now when we are giving negative parameter, we have to least bothered about the decimal part. There is no use of this decimal part now because the second parameter is -1. It means this first value, -1, means this ones will be converted into tens. How? It will either go 0 side or it will be 10 because it is in between 5. So we are taking all the values which are 5 or above. So it will be on the 10 side and it will become 150. Same way, in place of 45 here, 145, I am writing here 3. That is 143. And again the parameter is -1. What it means? This 3 will be on the 0 side. That means it will become 140. This is the use of minus negative value as a parameter. Now take one more example here. If I am taking here 2. 2 means I am going to convert it into the hundreds. Now we are going to check two values here, which is 43. Again less than 50. Less than 50 means now we will go on this side, 100 side. Or we can go into at 200 side. But here we are going to move towards 100 side. The reason behind is it is less than 50, that is 43. So the answer will be 140. Why it is 100? Because I've told you that it should be 100. Because we are converting it into the 100. Now in previous example, you can see it is given -2. That means we are going to convert it into 100. By mistake, I have said 140. Just because to keep you alert in this, that we are going to convert it in 100. So it will become 100. But in place of 143, if I am taking 163, which is more than 50, then again if you want to convert it into the 100, it will move towards 200 side. So the answer is 200. Because this is 63 more than 50, it will be converted into next 100, and next 100 plus this 100 will become 200. And in this case, this is less than 50, that is 43. So there is no next 100, only this 100 we are going to keep. So the answer is 100. Now, this way we have completed our round function also. Let's see our next function, which is the square root function. And for square root function, we are already this function you must have done in your math class also, how to find out square root. But in MySQL, you have inbuilt feature. Directly you can find out square root value of a given number. See here it is given 25 and I want to find out the square root of 25. Simply what I will write, select sqrt in the bracket 25 and the answer is 5. So here I am showing you practically how to use it. Select sqrt in the bracket, the value 100 I am taking, and we all know that this is square root of 100 is 10. So answer is given here. Same way, any example, or you can take any value which is available in a table. So here I am taking department number, and again without making that mistake of not taking table, I am taking here from EMPL. Now I will find square root of all the department number column. Let me show department number column also, so it will be much clearer. Now the square root of 20 is this, 30 of this, and this way you can use your square root function on table also. Now one more function, that is the last function, is left, and the function is truncate function. Truncate function is used to cut off the value. It is same as your round off function, but there is a slight small change in this. In truncate, always we are going to do round down. Never we are going to do round up in any of the case, whether it is 5 or 5 or above value. So here you can see it is given 2.465 comma 1. That means after decimal one digit is required. But like your round function, we are not going to check your second digit. Simply we are going to take one digit after decimal without looking at the second or third digit. So the answer is 2.4. So let me show you practically in MySQL how it works. Select truncate and the value I've given, suppose 345.876 and comma 0. Comma 0 means after decimal I don't want any value, and then I'm using it. That means there will be no value displayed after decimal. Same way, if in place of 0 I'm taking now 1, it will show me 345.8. It because the here the meaning of this one parameter is that there should be only one value, this way. Now both the functions I'll show you simultaneously, so there should not be any confusion. Truncate and again with round, same value I am making use of, 345.876 comma 1. And as you know that in round off function we check 5 and above values after the first digit, but in truncate we are not going to do that. So in the first case answer will be 345.8 as it is. In second case answer will be 345.9. So this is the difference between truncate and round. In truncate we are going to cut off the values, that means round off the values at the what we can say, round down the value. In round we can do round down also, and round up also, depends upon the value after decimal. If it is less than 5, always round down, and if it is 5 or more than 5, it will be round up. Now what if we are giving negative value? Here I am giving -1. Again in truncate also there is no effect on the decimal part, so don't make use of these values. -1 means here we are going to change this one's value, this is your 5. Now in truncate always we are going to round down. So the answer, if I want to convert this 5 into tens, it will become 340. But in case of round function, if I want to keep, sorry, again here I have to give -1, otherwise it will be positive effect. Now in -1, again this 5 will be converted into tens. Now it is 5 or above value, it will be converted into next 10. So here in the round case you will get 350. This way it works. Same is the case with -2. Here I am taking 2, and again in round also I am taking 2. That means after decimal 2 digits. Am I right or wrong? After decimal I am going to keep 2 digits, so there should not be any effect on decimal part. Yes, there should not be any effect on decimal part. So 45 we are going to check. I want to convert this 45 into hundreds. Because I am going to do round down in truncate, it will give me 300. But and here also I am going to get 300 because it is 45 less than 50. So in this case both the answer will be same. Now I am making one small change. In place of 45 I am writing here 55, and here also I am writing 55. Now my answer in truncate will be yes, correct, because I am going to do round down. The answer will be 300, but in case of round my answer will be 400. I think all the functions are very much clear to you. And if you really like my video, then please give me thumbs up. It will be just motivation for me. Share it, subscribe it, and don't forget to click on bell icon so that you get my latest updates. Bye for now. We will meet in next video. Thank you so much.